happy to be here. My name is Matt Owens. I'm with Owens for advertising and public relations firm. I'm here to kind of give you a mid-year update on what we've been doing. Everybody on the council should receive this, I believe. I'm sure it was light reading and all that sort of fun stuff, but I'm going to give you the high points and then answer questions if that makes sense. This year we really hit the ground running. There was a lot of things to do. There are a lot of what I would say holes in kind of the overall marketing plan. There's not a lot of a library of images and whatnot. We're still working to kind of fill that in. So I'm just going to run down the list. Public relations, we're really coming into high season. We've had a few television appearances on Sonoran Living and Blue Life A to Z so far, supporting some local businesses. We're going to continue doing that. The Farmers Market has been featured on azcentral.com and also in Arizona Foothills Magazine. And we just heard today Phoenix Magazine is going to cover the artist event coming up at the Wild Holly Gallery. So we're really happy to get that one. That one just came in today. But that's an ongoing effort, and it changes a little bit month to month. And we're always looking for the businesses that reach out to us and say they need a little help. We always try and accommodate them and see what we can do to help them out. One of the things we found when we started was the website needed some maintenance. So the What's New blog is now being regularly updated. So as things change or events happen, that is being managed by us. And one of the big things is the directory. There's a directory of businesses. I don't know how many people locally use it. There's a place there for photos, and we've really worked hard at getting photos of the majority of them. We still have a few holes, and I know we have a new retailer moving in, so we'll have to get them covered as soon as they get established. But we want to, really work to freshen the website, as a lot of our focus is online, because it's one of the first places people will visit before they actually come to the town itself. Collateral, we're very proud of our new 10-panel brochure. It's now in distribution at 210 hotels throughout the valley. We're waiting on distribution at the airport itself. There's a new vendor that's taking over from, I believe it was CBS, that ran all the interior advertising for the airport, and new vendors coming in. So hopefully within the next month we'll get pricing and get brochures actually in the airport as well, and they'll stock and keep them out there. And there should be some in the city offices as well. You see the, mostly for residents, you're going to see the banners around town, and really give you an idea of what the graphic design looks like that we're going with to start things off. Our new advertising campaign is really starting to hit, focused heavily on Key Magazine, which is doing print, online, some social media for us. Actually has a section on Carefree in the magazine itself. They've been great to work with. They posted our new video up as well. And they, for those of you who aren't familiar with the magazine, it's really targeted to concierge. What we're focusing on with Key is how do we get people to, who are already visiting us, somewhere in the valley, how do we get them up the hill to support our retailers and visit our restaurants. We also have an ad in Experience AZ magazine, and we were involved in the Fiesta Bowl with the Fiesta Bowl Spectator Guide, which went to everybody who was coming in from out of state to see the Fiesta Bowl. So hopefully you got to see some of those jerseys and shirts around town a little bit. Events that we're actively working on. We just recently finished with a Charles Schwab Cup, which I think was very successful, and hopefully they come back in a couple of years. Love to see them come back. We're gearing up for the Arabian Horse Show. I'm meeting with them tomorrow. They've already verbally agreed to distribute our brochures to all of their exhibitors that come through, and that's 20,000 different people that come in from out of state for that show, and each exhibitor packet will have one of our brochures, and hopefully pull those people up from Westworld, because they're the type of people we really like to have. We also have opportunities to get involved with Prado del Sol, the rodeo down in Westworld, and there's a new event going on that's really coming back. It's called the Festival of the West. And it's in March, and they've also agreed to help us out, maybe donating some ads or whatnot. All these things are, mostly event marketing is just being comped to us. It's not something we're spending money on. We're just trying to round up whatever we can. Digital media, our national display ads have been very well received. We're receiving certainly an above average. I think it's about a 0.22% click-through rate. So far we've had 402,000 impressions at the end of the year. That's provided us 728 unique visitors to our website, which we normally wouldn't have. Locally, we've obviously not spending nearly as much money, but we have 62,000 impressions. That's delivered 66 unique visitors. And the website for us is a real focus. We know the internet is a leading indicator to visitation or driving patronship. So the website visits, since we took over quarter over quarter, the first quarter we're working on it, to now we're up 161%. We now have tracking on the website. And before this, I had no idea what the website was actually doing. So now the Visit Carefree website is being tracked on a daily basis. And you see some charts and graphs and whatnot. And you can see peaks and valleys really surrounding events. You really go through the calendar. Our unique visitors is up 170%, which means I would say local usage is actually going down as a percentage as we're driving more of a national audience to it. The directory isn't it means a lot to us to see what businesses are up here. If you're going to come, once a month or once a quarter, but if you're coming in from far away, you're going to come once and make a determination on whether you're visiting the city. Our bounce rate dropped a little bit. Some of the things we're working on is our page views is flat. So that means that the site is just performing how the site performs. When you look at the percentages, page views is just hasn't changed at all. So as we get into the next quarter, we want to look at freshening some content and trying to come up with some drivers to get people deeper into the site. And, obviously there's lots of things we can still be working on. And we're really, that's one of the key focuses for us. And probably the next quarter is how do we make the website hold people a little bit longer. Time spent on site, depth of use is still just about where we started. The nice thing for us is 83.6% of our web visitors are new and have never visited the site before. So the vast majority of people going to the Visit Carefree site have never visited the site before. And our referral cities are way up. Chicago is very high. New York is off the charts. I think it's over 1,000% increase from where we began to where we are now. So with that, that's kind of the synopsis. I'll give you what we're working on in the future. We're really trying to build a library of images for the town. There wasn't a lot for us to dig into when we started. I think we have several hundred right now. We're sending a photography crew up to every event as they occur. So we can get some images. We were just at the Christmas Festival, got some great photos there. When we have the art events, we're here. Whenever the farmers market, we'd like to have somebody here getting pictures. Simply because the more we have, the more, the richer the environment we can provide for people out there. And especially with the internet, it gives us something to post online on a continuous basis. So we're updating the website with those. We're also updating our pay-per-click campaigns. They're going very well to date, but we're really, we're trying to work with the key terms and see what we can do to maximize that. And lastly, we're now coming into season, and it's really coming into our hard focus on public relations, as this is the time we get those winter visitors in the door. So PR is a primary focus for all of us in keeping those guys on track.